First of all, I use colour corrector just because I have quite red skin. You don't have to use this, but it does help sometimes. You can also add just a little bit of powder over the top of this just to make it set. And now it's time to go in with your eyeshadow. So I've used this brown over here just to start off on the crease. Try and follow your natural eye shape, it'll look a lot better and it is also a lot easier. So now it's time to go in with the black, and I'm using an angled fluffy brush. I find this is always the best one to use when I'm using black, because otherwise it goes on super dark and looks very intense. Yeah, we'll go with intense. If you start with the outer corners like I'm doing, just dot it in there, try and pack on as much as you can and then blend it out. Rather than putting lots and lots on, just use a little bit and buff it out. It's always best to use a little bit at first. If it does go a bit grey, you can always add more black. I keep adding little bits here and there to make it darker where I want it to, and then blending it out into the darker brown that I had on earlier. going to use this fluffy brush. It's a bit dirty, ignore that please, thank you. This is because it's dry, so I'm going to use this one. It's got no colour on it at all, and that's just to continue blending those two colours together. So I'm going to use Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. It's by Revolution. All of the makeup that I'm using is either from Revolution or Amazon. I'm going to pop it on the back of my hand so that I don't waste any sort of concealer. And I'm using a tiny, tiny brush, dipping it in, and then putting that on the lid. Basically going over wherever the black hasn't covered, so just on the lid and then a little bit up as well. Kind of, this is going to be a half cut crease kind of, but this doesn't have to be neat, this doesn't have to be fancy. You can literally just cover up any dark bits of eyeshadow there as well. So I just started pulling weird faces here. Please ignore those. Please. I know it's hard. So obviously you've done the brown and the black, and now it's time to do the accent colour. So I've chosen red here because it is for our burlesque Halloween show. So obviously red is quite Halloweeny. It's a very orangey red with a little bit of glitter in there. It just goes really well with the brown that I picked and with the black. So I'm using the same angled brush as before, not put any more colour on it, but just using the same black to blend those two colours together a little bit, just on the eyelid there. And now you can use a baby wipe to wipe off all the excess underneath the eyelid. That's why I haven't got any foundation or any other makeup on yet, so that I can easily wipe all of this off, just in case I make a mess, which I do, always. Now I'm going to just use a flat brush. I usually use these for eyeshadow, but just dot it in the black and use that underneath the eye. Use it on your waterline, and basically you're trying to make sure that the eyeshadow is on the bottom lid as well as the top. and making sure it all blends together nicely. And I used the black just because that was the darkest colour. You can use any colour you like underneath if you want to change it up, but I prefer using just the black. There you go. So those are your eyes done pretty much. Now it's time for the face, so I'm just going to use some primer and put that all over. Use it on the back of my hand like I did before. I find it's best to use my hands for this rather than using a sponge or a brush, because primer seems to soak in a lot better when you use it with your hands. That's the only time you should really use your hands when you're doing your makeup, is to put on primer or a moisturiser. So I'm going to put concealer underneath my eyes. If you do it in a triangle shape, it hides any bags that you've got underneath there. It hides any dark circles or any little insecurities that you have underneath your eyes. If you do it in a triangle shape rather than a circle, it does help a lot. And I like to highlight my nose as well, just because I like to do that. highlighter palette. I have loads of these, and one's super old, as you can see. I've just chosen a really nice multi-chrome one. It's blue and pink in different lights, so I really like this one. It is my favourite. You can use any colour of highlighter that you've got, just something to put along your cheekbones to make that sort of shiny glow. After highlight, it's time to contour. So I'm using it's a Soap and Glory super old sort of bronzer. Just putting that in my cheekbones. Sort of, you pull this stupid face, always looks great. And then I just put contour underneath there because that's where I need it most. I've gone for a really dark lip with this look, mainly because, again, it's for the show, but you can use literally any colour lipstick that you like. This one is an Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick. I got it from TK Maxx for £10. It's the best lipstick I've ever bought. So at this point, if you did want to add lashes and liner, you can do. I'm just going to use mascara because a lot of girls don't know how to use eyelashes, and they don't know how to do eyeliner, so it'd be absolutely pointless me attempting that. I can do it in another video if you want me to. If not, it's fine. Here is the finished look with just mascara. Thank you for watching and listening to my horrible voice and looking at my face.